Hello, sweet Stampin' friends. Debra Harrison here with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas, and I thank you for joining me for today's craft project. We're going to be playing with the Be My Valentine bundle. Super, super cute little bee stamp sets or stamps in the punch as part of that bundle. So as you hop on, say hello. Let me know who is joining me today. I have some fun updates to share with you of everything that I have going on for January. Some of them are ending on Sunday, if not sooner. So I will share that with you so that you are in the know with everything going on. Hello, friends. Lori, Bonnie, thanks for joining me. All right. So this weekend, early next week, San Antonio, or actually Texas, and probably like other states are expecting some very, very cold weather. And here in Texas, we're really not used to very cold weather like that. Thankfully, San Antonio is not expected to get any like rain or anything that would cause bad road conditions. So I think we're going to be fine. We're just getting the firewood ready so that we can snuggle up over the weekend. So I know a lot of y'all live in cold areas and you're like laughing at me, Deborah. We deal with that all the time. But in Texas, we're just not prepared for that. So anyway, but we did learn a lot during our snow apocalypse a few years ago and are better prepared this time. So, all right. Thank you guys. Dawn, thanks for joining me. Sandy, Mary Alice. And actually, Mary Alice, I got some good news for you, friends. So hang tight. All right. So let me go ahead and share with you everything that's going on in January. I figured I'd put it on one piece of paper here so that I have everything in one spot, because I know I show you stuff, I tell you these deadlines, and it gets so confusing. So right now I do have my Be My Valentine Projects Kit. It makes 6 projects and the cost is between $40 to $75 for local pickup, and then add $9 for shipping. The registration closes on Sunday, but I only have 3 spots left. So when those spots fill up, then registration will automatically close. I will ship out those kits by January 24th. Actually, yesterday, I was pre-cutting all the cardstock pieces. So I just need to, on Monday, I need to order all the other supplies, and then I hope to ship them out actually next week is my goal. So, all right. So let me share with you those projects in case you missed them. Now, if you want to do this project kit with the Be My Valentine, you will need to email me to get the registration link, because I only have those 3 spots. So if you don't have the email that I sent out the other day, and then I think maybe earlier in the week or last week, then message me or email me and I'll get it to you. So it does make 2 cards, and it's going to make 3 treat holders. And then also too, it makes what I call a little door hanger, and it's double-sided so that you can choose which side you want to display on your door or just hang it up in your space. And these would make such cute gifts. You can switch it out, the sentiments, if you choose not to make them for Valentine's, and just make them for anybody who loves bees. I love bee projects. Anytime we have those kind of stamp sets, I always tend to purchase them. All right, the next thing, also ending on Sunday, but there is no limit on this as far as time. I mean, I'm not going to run out of kits. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I'm offering with a minimum $50 order using the host code that's right there in the title there. Anyway, whatever. It's the WER43WED. That is the host code to use with your order of $50 or more. And I will send you a pre-cut project kit to make 4 projects featuring designs using the Fluffiest Friends bundle. Actually, did I say 4? I think it's 5. And so 3 of them are cards. Super cute. We played with this last Friday and did the little bear. Actually, this is the project we made last week. I had originally said I was going to send you the pre-cut kit to make the 3 cards and the treat box. But then as I'm making the kits, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to throw in the supplies so that you can make the treat box from last Friday as well. You will want to have the Fluffiest Friends bundle and the blends to be able to make the projects as I design them. Or if you have another cute little bundle you want to use, you can totally substitute it out and just use the supplies and designs that I provide. So up to you. That promotion from me goes through Sunday, January 14th, 2024, and I will ship them by January 24th. Actually, they'll probably go out next week, most likely. And that is with an order of $50 or more. Now that you're getting this from me, the pre-cut kit, kit. But from Stampin' Up! With a $50 order, you're also going to get a free level 1 celebration item from Stampin' Up! And on top of that, and I really haven't advertised it, I just do it. I am with a group of 8 other demonstrators, and each month we do a project tutorial that has 9 different projects. And for January, we have a PDF tutorial featuring 9 design ideas on using several of the celebration products that you can get free during celebration. So you're going to also get that free from me as well. It's an email tutorial. So lots of goodies with the $50 order, like major deal here. So that does end on Sunday. So make sure you go and shop and use that host code to let me know you want the project kit. All right, so coming for February, but the subscription window is open now, is for my February Sweet Creations Club. We are going to be playing with the perennial postage bundle to make 5 projects. Now, you will need the perennial postage bundle to be able to complete the projects as I have designed them, but really beautiful cards using that perennial lavender designer series paper. I just chose to let the paper do all the work because it's so pretty, and then highlight it with those beautiful paper butterflies. So all the information is over on my blog under this Clubs and Events Sweet Creations Club tab. The window for the February club goes from now until February 5th, and then those kits ship out by February 15th. Okay, all right. I think I'm done with all my updates. Let me make a little space here. All right, so let me go on ahead and share with you our share prize winner. And Mary Alice, I told you hang tight because you are our winner from last week's share. Thank you so much for sharing my bear treat box. I do, unless your address has changed, I do have your mailing address and I will send this happy mail to you. All right, so for this week, if you share this week's project or video, I will select somebody next Friday to receive just as a box of 5 handmade cards. So go on ahead, click on that share button and comment the word share, because that's much easier for me to go through the comments and find who has shared the video. Now, I know last week there was a little bit of an issue with people who are on my Simply Sweet Ink Designs group page on Facebook. There's no share button, right? Okay, so since that group is a private group, it does not have a share button. And there is not Stampin' Up! Facebook doesn't allow let me switch cameras here real quick. So once a group has been set to private, Facebook does not allow it to be set back to public. That is to protect the privacy of the members within that group. So for those who are on my Simply Sweet Ink Designs Facebook group, you're looking for that share button, you're going to need to go over or search in Facebook for my business Facebook page, which is Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. And that will be my business page and not the group page, okay? And then from there, you'll have that share button. Now, if you're on YouTube or if you're on my business page, you should have that share button easily to be able to access that. All right, I think that's it for everything here. So let me go ahead and let's share and let's do today's fun project. All right, so yesterday, I just was like, I just wanted to work on the Be My Valentine kits. My brain was like all over the place, very, very delayed. Usually by Thursday, I have done my project for the week, for my weekly live, and I did not have it ready. And so last night I started to hop onto Pinterest, and then I was like, why am I trying to reinvent the wheel here? My team member, Donna Snays, has already done a really cute, cute project. Now, this is not the project we're going to do today as far as the design, but one of the things that my team does each month is we have the opportunity to do a swap. And this was Donna's swap for January using that really cute Trusty Tools designer series paper. And I thought, I love Donna's project, so I'm just going to case her. So I'm like, Donna, hope you don't mind, friend, but I'm going to case your project today, but I'm going to use the Be My Sweet instead, or the Be My Valentine bundle. So I took Donna's exact same concept and I did the card with the Be My Valentine. Super, super cute. I thought it turned out really cute. And so anyway, I love Donna's card, and this is the card we're going to make today, just switching it out with the Be Mine Sweet. Now, if you have the January through April catalog, you can find the information for the Be Mine Sweet here on pages 8 and 9 of the January through April 2024 spring mini catalog. Beautiful, cute. I mean, who does not love these little bees and these little hearts and everything? Super, super cute projects to make with this. I've had so much fun. Now, the Be Mine, it includes the Be My Valentine bundle with that really cute little bee punch. Now, what's nice about this bee builder punch, if you notice, it has a large heart and it has a small heart, but you can actually use those as wings as well on your bees. All right, and then cute little sentiments. Now, also too, there is the really cute designer series paper, and I'm going to just share with you what they look like. Now, it does come 12 by 12, but I am showing you in a 6 by 12 pattern just because of my spacing on my table, but they are double-sided. And so those are the two sides for that pattern. I love that little yellow gingham. It adds just such a nice accent. And then we have these honey pots, which I have just had the best time playing with. And then we've got another set right here. I'm showing you front and back. Love those little flowers. I really have enjoyed pairing those flowers with the gingham. I just think those two pairs so cute. And then we also too, this is the front and the back of that one. And then our last one right here, little honeycomb and some bees right there. Super, super cute. Now, if you notice, anytime you're doing a card, such as like, this is actually called a side accordion fun fold card. Anytime you are mixing a bunch of patterns on a card like this, it's really easy for the patterns to get overwhelming. So one of the things you want to do, like as you see, if I were to put some of these together, that would be like really, really hard to focus on a card. So instead, when you're doing this type of card where you're using multiple patterns, you want to select patterns that have just a minimal amount of design in them. And then you want to pair it with like a busier design and keep your complex design to a minimum in your card. And so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to pull my supplies out. Before I do that, let me get my little quick reference here for you. So you have my measurements. Now, if you are on my email list, you know that you're going to get at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. The project sheet for today's project has the measurements, the supplies I've used. You've got some picture instructions to be able to follow along and make the project yourself. I will tell you though, this is such an easy card, but it's one of those that's just got a lot of wow to it and everything with that really fun, cute, fun fold. And you can fold it flat for mailing. You can stand it up for display. Really cool card to make. All right, so let's get the supplies in place and we'll get started. All right, so we're going to first start off with a card base that is 5.5 by 11 inches. I am using petal pink cardstock. I then scored at 1 3/4, then at 3.5, 5 1/4, and then 7 inches. So basically I have 1.5 inch panels along the side, and that is what creates that accordion look. So what we're going to do is we're going to what I call hill and valley fold. So we're going to take the first panel, we're going to make our hill, and then we're going to make our valley, then we're going to make our other hill, and then our other valley. And so that is what we end up with. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just crease it down well. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this out. And so right now we have 4 different panels. So I'm gonna take, for my next thing is I'm gonna take, for 3 of the narrow panels, I'm gonna take the designer series paper from the Be Mine DSP or designer series paper. I'm gonna glue honeycomb, I'm gonna glue a stripe, and then I'm gonna glue another honeycomb there. And then my last large panel over here, I took, it's like the bee trail, and it's in the sweet sorbet background. And that piece measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to glue all these pieces down. And then I'll show you how to make that little fold over flap to finish it up. Let's go ahead and get these going. I was noticing, I saw a comment, Jeanne and her friend, y'all said that y'all had some snow and it's melting. Is that what I was reading? We're not going to get snow, thankfully, because honest Texas drivers, we don't know how to drive in snow. We don't know how to drive on slick roads either. We just don't get snow very often. Okay, so I am choosing to leave this fourth panel. I'm just going to leave it as petal pink. I'm not going to put any designer series paper there. And I think that's okay. We can do that. All right, so now that we have this part done, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to do an inside layer in my card for my Valentine sentiment. So what I do is I take a piece of just regular basic white cardstock. This measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to set that off to the side. I'm going to be using Memento Black for my sentiment in the center of my cardstock. So it says Happy Valentine's Day. And then I'm going to take Sweet Sorbet card ink, and I'm going to stamp. In the stamp set, there is these little trio of hearts that I'm just going to stamp in all 4 corners just to add a little fun, colorful accent for my sentiment. Okay, so I'm done with that. Let's get my ink up so I don't end up with red fingers. And then let's bring this back in and let's glue it down. Now, I want to be sure that when I glue this down, I am centering it side to side and up and down, so that when I have my fold over flap, it gets covered, okay? All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this fold over flap. It's really, really easy to put together. So we're gonna take a piece of 3 by 6 piece of petal pink cardstock. I have scored down the middle at 3 inches. Then I'm going to take 2 pieces of the floral designer series paper. These each measure 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to glue them onto my flaps or onto my panels here. Now, if you want to flip this over and use a different pattern, have total fun with it. That is the beauty of having so many wonderful patterns to play with. All right, so now I have that, and here in the middle, I've got my score line. So I want to burnish my score line. Here comes the fun part. Really, really simple. It looks way more complex than it is. Remember, I have my score line right here, and I've got score lines along here. So right here on the second from left score line, what I want to do is I want to line up my score line on my fold over flap with the score line on my card base. And then I only want to add adhesive just on the ends here. So we don't want adhesive anywhere else, just here on the ends. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back now that I know where it's at, and I'm going to line these back up. Again, I want to make sure that I have about equal distance, top to bottom, and that it's going to be covering as far as across here, that it will cover right there on my fold over or my sentiment. All right, you ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to just fold it over, everything covered beautifully. And then now we're just going to decorate it up. Super easy peasy. So what I did, and this is one of my new, love it, love it, love it. Oh my gosh, new go-to die sets. And it is called Thoughtful Expressions. It is part of the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. As you can see, it's got a hummingbird. It's got some flowers that you can stamp. I love this circle, the scallop circle, and these rectangle dies. They have beautiful stitching to them around the edge, and these are just what I call foundation dies. I have bought the bundle. I always like to buy the bundle, but I love, love, love these new dies. And so that I die cut out in Sweet Sorbet, one of the scallop circles. And then what I did is I die cut out with the Stylish Shapes dies. It is a circle in white. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment, "You Make My Heart Buzz," back again in Memento Black. We're just using the 2 colors today, black and the Sweet Sorbet. And then we're going to glue this circle onto the scallop circle. And we're almost done. We have just a couple of more things to do. Bring my card back in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Center it right there on my little fold over flap. The last, well, second to last thing, I manually cut out in the designer series paper. You may have noticed we have so many cute little bumblebees that we can cut out. So I went ahead and I manually cut out one of the bees, and I'm just going to pop it up with a dimensional and then just have it hanging over the edge of my sentiment label. And then the last thing that I wanted to do was take these really beautiful hearts and flowers adhesive embellishments. And I want to bring out some of the blues that are in this paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some of these cute little blue flowers here onto my card. And then that is it. Super cute, super easy card to make. And so I hope that you enjoyed this project. Does anybody already have the Be My Valentine bundle? It is one of those punch bundles that every day I'm fearful that it's going to go on low inventory or out of stock. So cute. All right, thanks guys. I see so many of you hopping on. I'm going to do a real quick check to make sure that I have not missed anything. And no comments. And again, thank you so much for sharing. I hope that explained why you're not able to share on the group page, because it is a private group, but you can always go over and you can share from my business page or from YouTube. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope that y'all have a fabulous weekend, and we will see y'all next Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.